Okay, I think I have a good one for everyone today. How's it going, everyone? My name is Joshua Elbow. In the video today, I'm going to be talking about what I think is the best possible course that you can pay for out there. And to be completely fair, I don't think you're going to like the concept, but the point is that you don't like it. It's not supposed to be, this isn't an attack, obviously. In saying that I don't think you'll like it, the point of this entire video is that if doing what you were doing, if doing it your way worked, you'd have success already. But if you don't have success, if you have success, skip this video. If you don't have the exact success yet that you want, that means your way is not working. Something about your way isn't working. So you may want to take insight from an outside source because you can't be objective about yourself. As I said, my name is Joshua. On this channel, I like to go over business and personal finance advice. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and definitely leave a like on this video because that helps out the YouTube algorithm. So that's my only ask for this video. And then most importantly, thank you so much all for watching today. So here's my thought. People get in their own way. And I think the best possible course would be a $1,000 coaching program or a $10,000 coaching program. Whatever would feel like a lot of money to you, $1,000, $10,000, $25,000, $100,000. If you're already making multiple millions a year, maybe you need to buy $1 million course. And the entire point of the course is to teach you. And this is more so on probably, I think once you get to the $1 million+ a year level, then you realize that you don't need the courses. But the entire point of this course, it's $1,000, $10,000, $5,000, whatever the case, whatever something is truly worth to you for that success level. If you want to make $1 million, maybe make it a half that course, or half that cost, or maybe a $200,000 course if you want to make $1 million. Whatever the case may be. And the entire point of the course is that there's nothing in the course. The entire point is that you don't need a course to find this success. Now, if you want a specific skill set and you're already hitting certain targets and you buy a course for that skill set, then by all means, that would be it. But the example I want to give is I had a very good friend of mine who was having a challenge getting something done. So what I said to him was, how important is it that you actually follow through on this? How important is it that you actually commit on this? I said, it's extremely important. It was having a detrimental effect on their life. So I said to them, I said, okay, so who is somebody that you would trust with 5 to 10K? He said his mom, because like boys and their moms, I'm the same exact way. So I said, okay, here's what I want you to do. It's really important. It's genuinely important that you follow through with this. And he goes, yeah. So I go, I want you to take 10 grand and go to your mom and say, Mom, I'm giving you 10 grand as an escrow service, right? And what I want her to do, you don't get to spend it, but here's the deal. You get to keep the 10 grand if I don't follow through on this. And I've done this with plenty of clients, whether it's every morning that they don't wake up at. If a client's having trouble waking up at 6 in the morning, I go, okay, you're having trouble? Every morning you don't wake up at 6, you owe me another $100. You put the $100 in the night before, and if you don't wake up, you don't get it back. If you wake up, you get it back, or vice versa. Or more so, it works better if they have to pay it. Like if you just have a credit card on file and they have to pay it. It's an escrow service, but the point is they don't want it bad enough because they associate the pain that they're currently receiving as more painful than the pain that they're going to have to go through to change, because people want comfort. That's one of our human needs psychologically. So what I told them, I said, give your mom 10 grand, say, Mom, this is my plan of action. If I don't follow through, keep the 10 grand. And 10 grand was a lot of money at the time, which is why he chose 10. I said, well, it could be 1,000, it could be 3, it could be 5, it could be 10, it could be 40, it could be 100, it could whatever would really hurt to lose that dollar amount, because people associate, a lot of people have a lot of emotional connection to money. They make it feels a lot more powerful than it actually is, but it works. The point of it in this case is the results. I told him, he did it, and guess what? He followed through 100%. And literally that same day, he followed through with the action that he was struggling to do, because the pain associated with doing it was more painful than the pain associated with the action. And if he doesn't do it, then he's full of it, and he's not full of it because I know he genuinely wanted to change. Like the character side is what drives the person once they do this to follow through on the action. So back to the point of this course. I've had a couple people that have gone through my course, and literally what the course has been $1,000, it's been $2,000, $2,600, now it's at $4,000 for 6 weeks. And I've had people go through it, and there's $9,200 in guarantees. If you do step by step by step by step, it's a 100%. Again, for litigation, I can't say it when I sell it, but it's guaranteed. There's giveaways for $9,200, and the course is $4,000. So just on the free shit, you're over doubling your money. Let alone when it was $1,000, you're getting 9x on your money. When it was $2,000, you're getting almost a 5x on your money. Because I like to, from a sale value exchange standpoint, I like to have a 5x return, like 5 times whatever the dollar amount invested in, because that's how easy it is when you're playing with under 10 million. It's just that easy to do. So I like to hedge enough. I like to make it literally impossible to fail just by doing the smart stuff, not necessarily like taking high risk. I like low risk, high reward. But the entire point behind this course, they'd pay up the upfront cost, and then the only thing they would learn is everything you need to know is inside yourself. But people don't want to do that. But that's what the real value is. If they were willing to search inside themselves, they could find all of the answers. And that's the point of the course. That's why they're paying so much. And the reason it's such a high cost is because the pain that they're going to literally have to go through, because they've been ignoring that pain. They haven't dealt with their own demons, their own fears, their own insecurities, whether it's from parents, school, whatever the case may be. They haven't dealt with that, and that's what they're buying. But they don't know they're buying it because they don't know that they need it, but they need that. Like, kind of like the saying, when the student is ready, the master will appear. They don't know that they need that. They're trying to buy the shortcut. They're not executing on it. Pain that they're only bringing upon themselves by trying to take that shortcut. That's what hits them and says, oh, like this really sucks. Maybe I should listen. And it has to be enough pain to where they do. Because if it just turns into an anger, then it's an actual waste of money. And that's not the point. The point is every single fucking thing that you need to succeed is in yourself. It's in your mind, it's in your brain, it's in your actions, it's in your character. So if you're not succeeding, that's a character flaw, and that's a straight shot. Also with this, every single thing, 100%, the main value that is in my course is me holding the people accountable. As long as they respond, which I have a couple people that literally just ignore it, which is awful. The only way to lose is not responding. But the entire value in my course is the daily, consistent, making sure on their ass, making sure they're hitting them. I've got people that went from unemployment to $1,200, $700, it was either $1,700 or $1,200 in a week when they're on government benefits from the first week in the course, because we set the goals, we did the daily gratitude, we did the daily affirmations, and she just did the work, and it worked. Like it could not be more simple. And the point I want to get at now is all the shit on these courses is online. I would pay for a personal trainer. I wouldn't pay for a workout plan, because that just means you're lazy. Unless the time value, let's say if you're getting really specific, which you're completely full of shit for 99% of the people that are saying this, the only excuse I could see here is paying for a plan because they might either do a better job in the time frame allotted versus the cost that you're going to spend on it. It's like hiring a house cleaner. 100% would hire a house cleaner because it makes way more sense to pay them $8 to $20 an hour, as long as you're making more in that same amount of time, and you don't want to do that work. From a brain, like, stress relief standpoint, there's certain things, so that makes sense. But the point in this video I want it to be is, I would hire a trainer. I wouldn't hire somebody to necessarily make me a meal plan, if that was my area of expertise, per se. What I'm trying to say here, I'm finally getting it put together. What I'm trying to say here, I would hire a personal trainer because I want the value of them pushing me and them being on my ass and the accountability of that. I would hire a coach from the standpoint of they're going to be accountable. That's the value I see in getting a coach, not necessarily the strategy, because the strategy is all online. They might be able to get you there quicker, so I see the value in that too. I guess that's another value prop. But the main thing is that they're like on you, making sure that you're getting into them. Because from a beginner standpoint, again, this is a beginner channel. This is your first 100,000. From a beginner standpoint, which is the hardest 100,000, which is why I like the challenge so much. Everything you need to find is on the internet. So then, what's your excuse for? Oh, I didn't find these $9,200 in bank and credit incentives. Oh, I can't promote these incentives even if I don't have the credit to get it myself. It's just purely laziness and shitty character. Your dad won't tell you. I love you enough too. And this is, most importantly, this is not me calling you out. This is me calling myself out. My dad was completely beyond loving. So it's not, he definitely called me out on plenty of shit. But this is me calling myself out for mistakes that I've made in the past. If it's applicable to you, take the advice, take the fuck ups that I've made. Mistakes were made. So when I continue doing the podcast, give me the name of it. These are mistakes that I made myself. There's nothing to do with you. Get over yourself. This is everything to do with the mistakes that I made, and I want you to be able to learn from the exact mistakes that I made so that you don't have to make the same mistake. Like, it's just stupid to make the exact same mistakes. But in building my own character, I had to overcome these flaws, and that's what helped me. All in all, the whole point of this video is to become resourceful and become your own resource, and obviously create great relationships that are also your resource, because if you already were successful and you already had the resources, you wouldn't be looking for a course, because you'd be asking different questions about how can I become more resourceful, not how can I cheat and skip and like by all means learn from somebody else's mistakes, which is the point of this video, but how would I be, what can I actually do from step by step, just the thought process, not looking for someone else to think for you in the course. Hope this video was enjoyable. Hope you got some positive insight out of it. This is not supposed to be like, I want this to be a positive video, positive, loving, caring, me taking the time out to make this video. If you did get value out of it, if you do have a new sense of character, I guess, let's say, from it, please leave the like. If you haven't subscribed yet, that's appreciated as well. As always, I'll see you all in the next video.